Cholas. Cholas.
Hello,
Cholas.
I'm Corey Charles, and that's Chris Robertson.
No. That's identity fraud. I don't want to go. I'm not going to prison. I'm not going to prison for a bit.
Can't start the show with identity fraud.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact his social security number is 359.
That was close.
So I'm already off. Damn it. 62.
By close, one number was right, and that was it.
3.
Yeah. And that was it.
Damn, dude. Well, you guys got a head start. 3 is his number. Get into it.
Figure out the rest.
Get him out of town.
You don't even know where the 3 is.
Oh, shit. It's like Wordle, but social security numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was thinking of this. People keep posting their Wordles, and and I'm like, why do we post blocks? Why don't we post what we entered? Wouldn't that be more interesting?
Yeah, but then people give it because then people that haven't done it yet would see
I
it
guess
and go,
that makes
fuck.
sense. Well, then maybe, I don't know, because it would be interesting to
You
see
can
it
post
maybe
like
a day later.
You post the yesterday.
Yeah. I just feel like that's interesting. Just see blocks. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, but that's because you don't. Are you not doing it?
No.
Yeah, if you don't do it, then you're like. But like, if you already did it, and then, or like maybe you're in the middle of it, and then you see what someone got, and you're like, oh, how did they get that?
Yeah.
Because like if you get like the first,
Well,
guess,
it's luck.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, getting like the first like 1 or maybe 2 if you don't get any letters.
but like scrape,
yeah.
and then it's like you got 3 letters right, one's in the right spot.
Dude, sometimes though,
Cool.
like I'm just staring at it, and then I'm like, this is impossible. And then finally, the word that it is will click, and I'll go, oh my god! And I type it in, it's just
Oh my
right,
God,
and then I
it's-
feel like a genius.
it's
I'm like,
wrecked.
dude. I got it.
Is that the most words? Is it 5 letters?
Mm-hmm. I guess there's like a bunch of other ones now. There's like one that's like
There should be. I mean, it's caught on like fire.
there's like other websites where I just found out about this yesterday.
This computer game's on fire.
But there's like 15 letters or something crazy, and I was like, okay, well, I'll never try that.
Really?
Yeah, like an insane amount. I don't know how
People
many.
are losers,
I mean,
dude.
15 is not.
I think they're
the number,
smart,
but
That's loser mentality.
then there's one called Loodle, where it's just like quote unquote bad words or whatever.
like cunt.
yeah,
Uh-oh. Is that going to get us off YouTube? Who knows? No one cares. No one looks at it. So, I've already told you before, I'm ready to get, I haven't left Planet Fitness, but I'm trying to. Am I going to?
gun?
Get me out of here.
they're like, well, you want to
they have a
cancel?
gun?
And you're like, no, and then you have to
No.
leave.
They won't let me because they have a gun.
And when I canceled, they were like, oh, we can put like a pause for like 6 months.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
then
forgot
was
you
like,
did that.
No, I want
Yeah, and then you said, no, I want to cancel. Then they just did it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
that-
they don't want you to leave. They want
Well,
your money.
A guy at my work was like, oh, when I canceled, they made me write a letter. I was like, what?
I'm not writing a letter.
Dude, hey,
Oh, they just canceled.
I'm going to go to my bank and go cancel all payments for this.
Yeah,
And then what are you going to do?
yeah.
I already told you I canceled.
What are you going to do? Terminate my membership? Hey, man, that's what I wanted in the first place.
That's what I want. But so there are many reasons that keep piling up that I want to not be at Planet Fitness.
Reason number 1.
Reason number 1 is they had a 400-pound
Reason
guy.
number 1, I actually don't like exercising.
Yeah. Reason number 1, no.
Yeah.
Not going to do it. Fitness?
Reason number 1, apparently that's frowned upon when I just go there and watch TV and not do anything else.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting in a recliner.
bring a lawn
when
chair.
I bring a dozen donuts and a coffee.
Dude, Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone. They're all about that. They'd be like, oh, just make sure you give one to someone else.
Yeah.
We also got Domino's tomorrow night. Don't come back in here. We're all eating meat lovers. It's going to be great.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
But it was cool that one time I was like walking out and they had all these pizzas. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I just like took a whole box.
You took a box?
No, but I
Oh.
did think I went late night one time because I used to work like night shift. So I went really late and they said, they were like, oh, you can take a box. 'Cause they just had so many boxes.
Yeah. They probably don't even do that anymore. They're like, yeah, we're losing money.
Yeah.
Actually, they're probably not losing money because of how many people just $10, $10,
Yeah,
$10.
10.
Oh, because, dude, that's how you get people because it's like, we're cheap. So then everybody signs up for it, and then, like, nobody cancels it besides me.
I don't know how long into COVID they postponed. They didn't charge anybody, and then they finally started doing it, and I would just check my bank every so often, or, paying bills, and I'd be like, I'm not even going. And then, so I started going because of physical
pay
therapy
for somewhere else that I won't go to.
Yeah. But I want to go to this other place. But so the stuff keeps piling on. I go in there and, I don't know if anyone's ever been through this. Like, has anyone been at a gym where people are, you have to have seen this before, at least somewhat. People like hoard equipment.
I think that's like a gym problem.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So like this is the worst I've ever seen. So like I've done this and I haven't been dude, there's infinite weights on the wall and there hasn't been that many people there. And I've had like 20-pound dumbbells and then like 30-pound dumbbells. And I've like done like a bent over row and then I do a curl or whatever the hell I'm doing. And then so I just have both weights. I've also done it where I've put it back on the rack, and I take the other ones back off, and I do my rack, and then I put it back, because I'll alternate like two different workouts.
I'm like, I don't want to cause problems to anybody, so I just put everything back.
Yeah, that too. So
I don't like confrontation, and if some guy was like, "Hey," I'd be like, "I'm sorry, here you go."
Yeah. So they had all these benches, and everyone's using a bench, and before I went to the bench area where they have all the dumbbells and the mirror people work out in front of, I was on the treadmill, and I'm breaking the treadmill because I'm walking backwards with it off, like the knees over toes guy. I'm breaking the treadmill. No, but I was on the treadmill and I saw this guy, real big dude, over on a squat rack, and so I accidentally pay attention to too many people, and so I just see that this guy was on the squat rack. And so then when I'm off of the treadmill, I went down and I was like, all right, let me find a bench. I want to do a couple things with a bench. And that guy's on one, that guy's on one. So I did some standing stuff because there was no bench available. And I look over, and the guy that was on the squat rack, he's now not on the squat rack, but a hoodie and a coat of his. So this guy didn't use a locker. There's a ton of lockers. He drapes his coat and his hoodie on the squat rack. So that squat rack has weights left on it. So now no one can use the squat rack because he's not on it, and he's got all his coats hanging on and stuff. And then he's not even facing like all the other guys. It's, you can just see and you go, oh, this is what people do. They grab a bench, they face the mirror, and they do a thing towards the mirror. Yeah.
I look so hot.
Yeah, they Super Saiyan, Vegeta. And then he's facing the other way. He's facing sideways. He's not like looking at the mirror or anything. He's just facing sideways. So he's got like his bench inclined. And then there's a flat bench that doesn't incline or anything. That has a water and his phone and some like little supplement thing.
So he's like at his house apparently.
Yeah. And I wanted him to look right at me. I literally was like going, like, you're a fucking idiot. Like that was the look on my face, was like, catch my eyes. Yeah. And I kind of paced around trying to start shit. No, I kind of paced around because I was like, I just can't believe this. And then
you should just walk around going, does anyone know where to hang a coat?
Yeah. Like there has been times where I have asked somebody, are you using this? And someone has left like a drink or something by the squat rack. And then they go, oh no, you're good. And they grab they grab their drink and it's all good.
My drink is there.
Well, yeah. No, I'm hoarding that because my drink's there. So this guy's hoarding 3 different pieces of equipment, and I'm already annoyed because they don't have equipment I used to use there, and it's just they don't have some other shit. And the people that are there are just idiots. The people that work there are like, what kind of equipment? I don't know. I'm sorry. I've never worked out in my life. I actually have no idea what anything is in here. You ask them about some equipment, they have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, hire people who like fitness.
That's somewhat. They've had people there, like
these people, recent people, are not that. One guy goes, "Oh, it's like out of our pay grade or whatever the hell," and I was like, "I'm asking you about equipment here. You used to have this thing, you don't." Yeah. I'm like, this place sucks. These people suck. Any other place, they know what the hell to play. Oh, yeah, we did have that. Oh, we got 2 ordered on the way. Or whatever. But
I haven't been there.
Just bitching about people hoarding equipment.
Time. I like the videos of people using the equipment wrong. Those are fun.
Some guy's like doing a lawnmower.
Yeah, they're like
with the flyweight.
There's just a flying around the room while holding 2 of the bars. They're like the pulley systems are flinging him around. He's like, I'm working out.
And then the guy with the sword
First of all,
on a treadmill.
Not only are you doing that wrong, you're not even working out. The pulley's doing literally all the work as it makes you fly around the room because you're just like are you having fun? You're like, I'm in works to become the new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so
that's what I thought of.
I'm gonna kill Tom Holland and become the new Spider-Man. That's how it worked.
I'll be the next Spider. Yeah, well, that's how life used to work, dude. You just kill someone, now you own what he had.
You would just become what he was.
Yeah, like Genghis Khan. He just started killing people and he became Asian. He wasn't even Asian. He killed so many Asians, he became Asian.
Yeah, your eyes just slowly going.
Slowly going. Yep, just shutting.
Dude, I saw.
Ghislaine.
Did everyone see that snowstorm the other day?
Yeah, 2 of them recently. But yeah,
the recent one, where it was just ice city.
Yep, ice.
I parked in my garage, and then when I walked out of the side door and shut it, and then I always lock it. But then the door was just ice, and the handle was all ice, and I went, well, I can't lock this because what if tomorrow I need to get back in here and my key won't go in there because it's just all frozen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want like one of those flame. People just those flame.
The Elon Musk flame.
I just burned my garage down. Like, well, the doorknob was frozen.
I had to get the door.
I got a little carried away.
Couldn't get to my car.
That'd be cool. Not burning my garage down, but having a flamethrower.
Yeah. Right now it'd be cool.
People like shovel. Just
yeah.
Dude, I want to do that.
That's pretty sweet. I want to do that.
Yeah, man. I wonder how much that is. I wonder if that can't be legal.
$350.
Sounds about right.
My fence.
My limited knowledge on flamethrowers.
My backyard door. So much water, like, just was frozen, turned to ice. That door is stuck. So like, yeah. Oh no, not the side door, like the one to the backyard.
Oh, the fence.
And the fence, yeah. So then so that was the first snowstorm. So this second one, I just opened it because I was like, if I need to get to my shed for like tools or certain things.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to right now.
Jordan's like, you gotta fix it.
Last snowstorm, I shoveled the backyard. This time,
you're like, hey. Dude, I like never shovel my backyard. I shovel a pathway to my garage, but that's it.
That's what I usually would do one pathway to the shed.
Like, there's too much work. Cody doesn't need it. It's not like Cody goes outside and goes, you didn't shovel enough back here.
Yeah.
I'm a dog of standards.
You know what I forget? Your lawnmower, you're supposed to use all your gas before the winter.
Whoops. Never done that once.
I just don't.
Still works every year. I just start. Oh, it starts.
Well, mine have had issues, and I've had.
Yeah, you can put like I know like my motorcycle. You put
STP, whatever the hell.
Yeah, the it's called fuel.
It's called kill switch engage.
I don't know. It's like fuel conditioner or something weird. But yeah, you're supposed to fill the tank all the way up and then pour that in there, and then or it's like fuel stabilizer.
Stabilizer, nailed it.
And then because if you fill it all the way up, then the tank can't rust or the condensation can't get in the tank or whatever. I don't know. Science.
It is condensation. Dude, did you hear me say Ghislaine earlier? I forgot. No. There's this like. You hear people knocking or something. Someone's like, people are working. We're in a working town. People are working outside. This guy, John Brund?
John looks at my penis.
I don't know his name. John looks at my penis. He committed suicide. Nice. He's a guy connected to Epstein. So it's literally another thing. And he's good friends with Ghislaine, connected to Epstein. And they were awaiting a sexual abuse trial in France, and then now he's another person who just ends up hung.
Well,
so what's going on there?
Just another coincidence, if you ask me. Nothing
to see here.
Nothing nefarious.
What are those truckers doing in Canada?
Oh yeah.
Nothing to see here. What's Rogan doing? What's he talking about in his pod?
Rogue.
What are these football players are spreading misinformation about COVID?
Nothing says COVID's over like.
Oh yeah, like people hanging themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you hang yourself, then COVID's not real anymore.
Oh yeah, what are you about to say? I think Andrew Scholes tweeted it today. He's like, nothing says COVID's over like, or like talking about going to war with somebody.
Oh really?
Yeah, Andrew Scholes was saying because like now there's a bunch of people talking about like, oh, what's Russia doing? What's this? What's that?
There's always like another thing.
I forgot what pod I was listening to, but they were like
thepod.com pod.
They were like, have you looked at Russia's GDP? And I don't even know what any of this means, but they're like
global defense poop.
Budget, just a different word for budget.
What does that mean?
I'd look at my phone.
Ian, can you look that up for us?
Dude, Ian said he doesn't want to do it, but he's probably sleeping right now.
Yeah, it's true. I think he's gonna have like back surgery in May. Or
Yeah,
something.
well, you can get him a cot.
Yeah,
Right
I
here.
wonder what his back. That's crazy. Back surgery.
Oh, so he's doing
is-
that in May?
Yeah, he says it's
Ooh.
in May.
He bet. I'm not kidding. I mean, he better be all in on physical therapy. Like you got
Mm-hmm.
to stay with your stuff. Like, I mean, because I watched a bunch of YouTube videos talking about like people with like the knee surgery I had, and so many doctors are like, it's impossible to have this surgery and be on your own.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Like I had months of, I had at least 3 months of.
yeah. And back surgery is.
Yeah.
I mean, even
It's
full
serious.
recovery, you're like not. You're never the same. Like if you get like stuff fused, like
Yeah.
you can't. You'll never have full mobility of your back ever again. That sucks. I guess depending on I don't know different back surgeries. What are all the different kinds of back
Did
surgeries?
Stafford have back surgery? He had a broken spine and shit. He had a bunch of
Yeah.
fucked up shit.
I don't
He
know.
had some sort of surgery. Just saying, you have to listen to them with physical, and not even just listen to them, because some doctors are too like, oh, yeah, I do a month. Like literally, mine were like, I think like a month's fine, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep going,
Yeah.
and I had to like keep adding. So like, you need to be smart with your shit. There's so many Reddit forums and stuff. People have already done what surgery you're going through,
Mm-hmm.
so you can see what people have said. And I just read so many people saying like, oh, keep up with this. I mean, you're probably going to have physical rehab for the rest of your life to be able to maintain, or at least get to a reasonable area where you. Because dude, if you just have this back surgery and then you only sit down and play a video game and you don't move, you're gonna be worse
Mm-hmm.
than like some pain you have right now. Maybe a little bit of pain goes away, but now the rest of your body is gonna just deteriorate because you're not moving.
Yeah.
You need to do some sort of movements.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind of surgery, what the back surgery is. Because I know my buddy at work said that, because he has a back problem, and I was actually asking him yesterday. I was like, are you gonna have to get like surgery? And he was like, he's like, that's like the last straw when it finally like I need to do it.
Yeah.
Because he was like, because if I get this back surgery, they said like I literally can't have this job anymore. And I was like, what? What? Because it's like, I guess like it's very lower back or whatever. And he
Yeah.
has to get like it fused, and then
That's crazy.
I don't know all this stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ. But I think like depending on like where it is, if it's higher up in your back, then it's not as like much of a problem because there's more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's like the base.
Yeah. So I don't know, because he was saying like it's like the very bottom, and it's like he'll have to get it fused. So then instead of having like this, it's just this. So then you'd have.
Yeah.
He's like, it's less movement, and then it's weaker, so like you could fuck yourself up even more, and then you're just fucked. And I was like, he was like telling me that yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, dude, that's crazy. Yeah.
See, like, so what I don't know. I just feel like I get so obsessed with that, and I'm like, I don't want to become. Because to me, what is the point? What is the point of being alive if I'm going to like become so like I can't move or whatever? I'm like, I'm gonna look up every exercise possible that people have done to be in better shape, and I'm going
Stephen
to.
Hawking. He's just
Yeah.
He's a
Like-
genius. So I guess that's one thing he has going for
I
him.
just that scares me more than anything. Is like, hold on, I can't like do this. I can't do like some simple movements. I don't want to be here then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to be here. Like, if that's what it's gonna be. So I don't know. I'm trying to do like crazy stuff. I'm hoping to. We'll see, but
Yeah, I wonder, like, people who have obviously go through stuff, and then your like life just change. Like, well, I'm missing both my legs now, and then you have to like find a new way to. Well, people with no legs, you could still like just learn how to use your arms and be fucking jacked, and you're just.
it is sweet seeing like those Paralympic dudes
Yeah.
just house.
Yeah, they look like when SpongeBob had those pink blow up arms.
Yeah, dude. I'm ugly and I'm gay, dude. Just jacked sponge.
I need their workout plan. Well, what you
I think
gotta do
Ian's-
is walk around in your arms
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Forever. Ah, fuck. It's a lot of work.
There's one workout I added to the thing where you so like you sit flat in your butt, your legs flat, like straight up, and you're sitting straight up, and then you put your hands on the floor, and if you can, so if you are like an elite athlete, you would be able to, and Drew said they used to do this in hockey, but so you're sitting your butt sitting straight up, so you're like the shape of an L, and then you have your hands on the outsides of your hips, and then you kind of lift your whole ass up, so your legs are up. I can't even do that. That's hard. I can't even do that.
That's like those
So-
guys, that's like those guys who have like the ring.
Yeah,
like on
the
rings,
ring.
and they're just like,
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
this is like you've mastered this move, is you'd be able to do that, and then you alternate legs. You'd go one, you'd lift one up slightly, 1, 2,
Ugh.
and then the other one, 1, 2, and that's like huge for your hips.
Mm-hmm.
So people with like the beginning version of that, which is what I'm doing, is so you just sit on your ass, but then you don't lift your body up,
Yeah.
and then you just lift the leg up, 1, 2. That's the beginning. So you could do that, and it's so funny that certain movements like that, like calf raises, people will be like, oh, that doesn't do anything, or like people will be like a push up, and it's like, have you done 25?
yeah.
Have you tried to do 50? That kills you. So like that leg thing, I did like 20 of those. My ass was burning, and then the next day I'm like super tight
Well, you
in my
can
hips.
do is you hold yourself up over a dildo, and then if you let yourself go down, then you're gay. And you're like, I don't want to be gay.
You might not be able to fit a whole dildo into there. Get a little
No,
butt plug.
You have to you raise yourself up, so then the dildo's like sticking up just a
so
little bit.
you're real high. So you're just floating on chairs or something.
Yeah, you know, like a little platform thing, or you
Yeah.
dig a hole in the ground and put the
You can get
dildo in it.
you can get the yoga blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on those, and then you just go slowly shunk.
Mm-hmm. And if you're gay, then there's new workouts.
Or you're a straight guy and you just like stuff in your ass.
Nope, that's not even real. Remember, people were like, "Oh, if you like something in your ass, you're gay." And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't
You're like,
really think that's how
well,
it works.
I don't know.
Because what if I want a girl to
What
stick?
if I want a girl to put her tongue in there?
Yeah, they're like, no,
No, gay.
she automatically is a guy. It's like, what?
She's automatically a guy. That means she's going to transition.
Yeah.
What? You guys just making shit up.
What are you fucking making shit up?
Speaking of people just calling everything gay, every time, so I'll get into a spiral of like hip hop music, and there are just so many classic songs that just bash gay people so hard, and that's like, I think, new age hip hop dudes aren't doing it as much, or probably doing it less or whatever, but it's just
Yeah,
feels-
probably try to get away from that. They're like, maybe we should move
they're like,
away.
oh shit. Well, because now they're like, some of us are gay, like the baby. Oh, I don't think he's gay, but
The baby.
yeah, there's that. There's
Isn't
who's
that,
the guy, the country
isn't that-
road guy's gay.
Isn't that Future? Isn't Future or whatever his name is?
Is he?
Is that?
I don't know anything.
I thought he was. I thought he said he was.
Maybe
It's in a song, isn't it?
people, half of them are wearing.
He just
Kid
says in a
Cudi's
song,
wearing.
you don't know enough, you're not cool. That's
Yeah.
what someone
Kid
would do the
Cudi
thing
wears a dress sometimes or something. I don't know. I don't think he's gay. He just wears a dress. My dad wore a dress when he was a kid. And he's my dad. My dad's that gay. Don't call him gay.
Yeah, don't call my dad gay.
Don't call my dad gay. My dad's not gay. What if he was? That'd be fine. Dude, my dad
What
would
if
be a
he wa-
bear.
Yeah, obviously. That's obvious.
He's already a bear. But I mean, he'd be a a gay bear.
The gay guys probably already see your dad like, oh my god.
Yeah, we had a neighbor. Did I tell you about that? There was a big bald guy that moved in. We had just moved out. Me and you were in an apartment getting married together.
Whoa.
And my dad had this guy. My dad was telling me. Actually, my dad didn't tell me.
I don't remember.
My stepmom told me. She was like, Dad didn't tell you about that? And my dad's like,
Craig loves your dad.
Yeah, dude, some dude down the street. It was like a gay couple, and they both loved him. Hi, Daryl. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they talk. I think they talk normal. Well, normal? What's normal?
Yeah,
I think they talked more average.
You can't say anything.
I know. I think they talked more average. You know that,
Yeah, like an average
Midwestern human. Yeah. Hey, we need pop?
You need, like me. Hi.
Hi.
You need pop? Do you need soda pop?
We don't say soda.
Would you like...
Nobody says soda, by the way.
Would you like a Pepsi? What's that? It's pop.
Yeah.
Or do they talk flamboyant?
Yeah.
That's okay. Is that okay to say?
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's just a descriptor. He says flamboyant.
Some hetero guys are a little flamboyant.
Flamboyant?
The ones that are still in the closet. Yeah, like me and you. Hey, gay guys.
Oh. Dude, some people in my work,
I have a clean asshole.
There's some people that I'm like,
bleach.
That person's gay, right? And then like, my wife, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
who are you kidding, man?
Yeah, my first job, there was a boss there, and I was like, everyone knows, right? And then people would be like, hey, and I'm like I know, I barely know the guy, and I shouldn't be outing him, but like everyone knows.
Yeah. And he's like, so I was fucking my wife, and then you're
he's
like,
just living a lie in front of all of us.
Were
you? I was really giving it to her. Yeah. You were reading a book.
You were.
You read a book last night.
You just have her. You just only do her in the ass from behind, so you don't have to see
have her
face.
wear a fucking football helmet.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads.
And you have her never shave any part of her body.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Speaking of that, I was on TikTok. After you send me a TikTok, I get stuck on TikTok. That's my
TikTok.
You're my gateway.
TikTok o'clock.
You're my gateway drug to TikTok.
No, I'm not.
And then, dude, it was just this kind of this cute girl, and I was like, oh, nice. And she's like, got a dress, and she's like,
look at my penis.
Basically, she might as well done that.
Oh, nice.
To me, she goes like this. She's like, and then she twirls, and just.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking fur animals stuck to her armpits. I was like, oh,
she doesn't want to shave.
And that's fine, but...
You know what I think is funny? I love how...
Do it. I mean, you can
do
it. I can still also go, ugh.
No. Yeah, you can do that's fine.
You can look at me with wispy hair or bald head and go, ugh.
No, you can't.
That's what I get.
That's rude. That's genetics. I can't help that, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
You fucking dirtbag bitch.
Yeah. You can shave your armpits. You just choose not to. I don't choose to make my hair not grow.
All right. So you nailed it either way.
Yeah.
But you don't have to shave your pits. Yeah, but I can also go,
I'm self-conscious about my hair. Well, you need to be sensitive to me.
Yeah.
You're empowered by your disgusting armpits.
What's weird to me is that
I'm just kidding around.
This lady's legs were completely shaved.
That's what I was about to get at.
And then she's my old head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think it's funny how they're like, yeah, I'm not shaving my armpits, but then you spend all the other moments in the shower shaving every other inch of your body.
Yeah, you're still late to everything you've ever been to.
I'm sure your fucking vagina's just pristine and legs and arm, like everything's nice and crisp, and then you're like, this is how I'm doing. And it's like, you just stopped there. You went, nope, that's for me. And I'm like, I'm
making a statement.
How about just be fucking hairy like me? Everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
If I spent all this time getting everything done and then went, no, not doing the armpits because I'm not going to. You already did your legs.
I've done the complete opposite of this woman. I've shaved my pits and have shaved nothing else. I have before. And I was like, that was kind of cool.
What are you, a wrestler? What are you, WWE? You're either gay or a WWE wrestler. That's the same thing.
You got to shave your chest, too.
You got to shave everything.
Yeah, they do shave everything. And then they're just sweaty.
Yeah, well, they're covered. Yeah, and then Triple H squirts water all over himself. And
yeah. They all shower and then go, let's fight somebody.
Yeah,
now that I'm lubed up.
I would just be a regular guy. I would be wearing this. Hey.
What if someone goes to do like one of those quick, like off the rope suplexes or something quick, and then because they're so slimy, they're like, and then one guy lands on his fucking neck and like Owen Hart.
Oh, then I had to burp for a minute.
Let's have a moment of silence for Owen Hart. Okay. Owen Hart. R.I.P.
Is Bret Hart still alive too?
Yeah.
He
hates the WWE.
Yeah, well, I feel like
The Montreal screw job.
Yeah, I think most of them probably are not fans.
Yeah.
It's like the worst.
Brock Lesnar even said that he's like, they probably should have paid me more money. Like he was just at the Royal Rumble and shit. But he's still like they probably should have gave me more money.
Healthcare and like retirement and stuff, like they don't offer any of that.
How is that possible? At least for like guys who have been in the game for like 20 years, it's like help Shawn Michaels with his spine.
Oh, yeah.
He's considered like number one.
Dude,
or
all
top
those guys
5
are like fucked
in every list.
You can like tell. Also, like you'll see like the Undertaker on stuff, and you can just tell by his movement. He's like, everything hurts.
Yeah, dude. Shawn Michaels was amazing.
Yeah,
now he looks like a decrepit me.
Yeah. Then they're like, oh my god, 80. Kurt Angle's gonna wrestle again. It's like, yeah, because he probably needs money.
Yeah, it's
like they do this because they're like, oh, this is I need to do this. This is fun.
I didn't even know Kurt Angle did like some awesome shit. Like until I saw on TikTok,
had his head shaved because he lost that match, and then he just was, and his head was just shaved forever. And I was like,
I think they knew he was balding.
And then and then Kane's mask removal, and then he's just
to me that should have never happened.
Yeah,
that was a blasphemy.
Dude,
you see his face, and I'm like, oh, he sucks.
Yeah, it's his mask on, and he's just like this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm kind of fucking ugly. Yeah, they put shitty makeup on him.
Like he was burnt. Like, but it wasn't like he was burnt. Like it wasn't like they like disfigured his face. It was like they just put black soot on his face. Like, yeah, he's just had a black soot face forever.
Yeah, he just haven't cleaned his. He hasn't found a shower.
That mask has been stuck on.
Didn't make enough money in the WWE to clean his face.
Dude.
That mask was so much cooler.
Yeah.
And then he was just a clean, bald face, shaved everything, and he's like, he just looks like a weird, pale dick.
Oh, yeah. And then he was in that horror movie. I don't know what it's called. Like,
Santa Claus, Goldberg.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's a movie where Kane is like he's like the killer.
Well, that makes sense. He's 7'3". He's not. He's
Ian, can you look that up for us? Dude, that would be nice. Look that up for us.
I know. But also...
And then you can control talk. And then you're not really a part of the show, stop talking.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You could sit right there in a little
What about
chair.
this? Haha. Corey can't talk, dude. Fuck Corey.
That's like when that's like...
What is it like? Sorry.
I'm not gonna fall. I'm
sorry.
not gonna fall for the trap.
It was fun.
It'd be better if Drew was here and we could do it to him.
Yeah, you're right. We should have him on as a guest and go, and then we'll mute him and then play like Joe Rogan's compilation.
I'm still in protest. We need to scrub it clean.
Oh yeah, the you talk about the board?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in protest.
We need to get some good. We don't want too many, just like a couple. Just like 3 nice.
Give me a list. I'll just do it one day, but I need a list.
I don't have any.
I know
because I can't think of any.
Because I almost did it one day, and then I was like, "What am I? I don't know." Like when I did
you don't
that,
want to just like force it and put random ones. You just want to.
That's what I did. Yeah. I just threw a bunch of random shit on there, and then I had listened to the day I did that. I had listened to that episode with Yang King Pong or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she.
We probably should add like
a poop,
like something from Always Sunny, and then something from.
But not. I put trash everywhere.
Yeah, no,
not that.
No, you don't want it. You want a deep cut.
Yeah, you want deep cuts, dude. You want B-sides.
She moving around up there finally?
Hey. Yeah, she's probably gonna come down here and ruin the show. Did she listen to that episode? Oh my god.
What episode? Oh, the
you
one.
guys just You and Corey just ripped on me the whole time.
That was
and I was
good.
like, oh, you ruined the podcast.
Oh, you ruined it. I was holding a microphone. I wasn't thrilled.
Yeah, and then we had to hold the microphone. Corey held it for 2 episodes. Warrior. And then now we got these cool
Now I can do
arms.
this. Look at I'm like relaxed right now.
This is sick.
Oh, we got to get a guest or two. Not two.
Not at the same time.
We should get Josh on here. I'll just say crazy shit.
Whoa.
I'll go.
Nice.
I'm gonna say it.
Oh, God. You would have me going like, I'd be having my hand over the thing. Every time we ask him something. And he's like, turns out it's the most wholesome episode. He's like, I just like going to the bar,
Yeah.
have a couple drinks, and then I play video games, and I go to bed.
Yeah.
Josh banged a Christian woman when we were kids, and
When we were children.
and she was
she
like,
was 50.
it's not losing my virginity if you fuck my ass. And that was Josh's childhood.
Mm-hmm. That's how he grew up.
That's
He grew up learning the real truths about religion.
Anal's the way to go. That's what God says.
Anal beads are the way to go.
You don't gotta.
What is she doing up there? Stomping around?
You don't got a fucking popper thing in your anal holes. Other than got some hemorrhoids. You could have some hemorrhoids. Everyone has hemorrhoids, just they flare up if you got them bad. And people go, I got hemorrhoids, and it's like, well, you got hemorrhoids, but are they flared? Are they flared?
I've never experienced that.
I don't think I have either. But sometimes when I have to wipe for a while, I'm like, is that what that is?
I don't think so. I just call that squid butt.
Squid. Oh.
I just made that up just now.
I just called that
It's like
squid
an ink
butt.
pen where you just like wipe. Like, is there an ink pen filled with shit in my ass?
You know what's shocking?
Is there a shit pen in my ass?
I take butt wipes to work,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I'm crapping there, right? Sometimes you got to wipe a bunch, and I'm like, all right. So normal toilet paper wipe, I'm done, right? That's what you think. I did 2 extra wipes, nothing. Seemingly no color, nothing. I'm like, we're good.
Do you test?
And then I grab a wet wipe. Then you got to lick it.
There's some still shit remnants.
And you taste the shit remnants.
And
And then you're like, well, I got to keep wiping. No.
you can do the Burt Kreischer joke where it's like, you ever have a Louisiana wet wipe where you spit into the toilet paper?
Disgusting. That guy's a...
I'm like, my initial reaction is like, but then I'm like, I mean, there's already shit on my asshole.
Yeah, if you think about
I'd
it.
rather have spit, I guess, on my asshole.
Spit's worse than... Or shit's worse than spit.
So I'd have my own spit in my mouth where it starts, then my shit in my mouth. So having the reverse is weird, I guess. But it's still weird.
Dude, I've done this, and Tom Segura did the same.
Well, you lift the lid and then dip your ass into this.
He
Just then go.
you gotta have real tiny hips.
You climb on the sink.
You gotta have real tiny
You
hips.
climb on the sink and have your legs up like this, and then have the faucet on.
Yeah. Oh my God, you got a cancer patient down here. I know. Yeah, he's been there the whole time. There's a cat underneath our table, but you can't really see him because he's black. Darkness.
I've lost.
That's on, right?
I've lost all will.
You would see us if it's on, so say yes, please. Jesus. I have anxiety about the camera. And you went,
The show is now over.
show's over. Show's not over. Oh yeah, so Tom Segura's done the same thing. I've done this. Tom's like, he has like not had a butt wipe or nothing. Now he's got a bidet at his house. He's fucking rich. He's got a fucking AK-47 water gun for his ass. And like, but he has gotten up, walked to the sink and wet, like spray, put like the sink water on toilet paper, and then went back to the toilet.
Oh, I don't have to get up to do that. My sink's right. I can reach.
Yeah, so that's how it is this current work, but I've had to do that before.
Talking about at work?
Yeah.
Oh, no, at work I don't do that.
I think my bathroom's right by my toilet. But he, what I'm saying though is, you think you're done, I grab a wet wipe, and like you're saying, I've done that a couple times with a wet wipe, and I'm like, see, dude, think about the whole world, or not the whole world, but so much of America just wipes with paper towel, or fuck, dude, I'm an idiot. Can't say anything right. They wipe
She's
with
ruining the show.
yeah, they wipe with toilet paper, and then they think they're done, and everyone gets up and goes, "I'm ready for my day," and you just have shit particles all over your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And so like I got a wet wipe, and I'm like, I thought I was done, and I wiped, and I was like, "There's a good chunk," a good. And then you do a couple of those.
We're all just living life with shitty ass.
Everyone, yeah. America's the home of shit asses, especially if you look at these people in and out of drive-thrus. There's no way their asses are cleaner than a wet wipe person or a bidet person.
There's a lot of Tim Hortons cups in there.
How many Tim Hortons cups you got in there?
Oh, and there's one in the microwave. This is crazy. What's the new one? Yeah, which one's the new one? And so does that one just go in rotation till like in 4 days? I mean there's a coffee pot right there.
Well, she's living the way she wants. She only has so much time left. No,
man.
she's doing. We don't criticize.
I do.
You go, okay, that's her make a wish.
I only criticize because
Make a wish.
I'm very passionate about when I buy
Something you
stuff,
use it as something.
fresh food, because to me, it's like what do they call that? When you like buy stuff, it's you're like rewarding the chemical that releases
Serotonin.
You get like a serotonin release. So it's like you buy like, oh, I just bought Popeyes or whatever, and you get home and you're like, ooh. And like when you eat it later,
Sounds good. Do you want to do that?
Sounds good.
Do you want to watch Patreon stuff with me today or tomorrow?
No.
Okay. I wanted to tell you about the. I don't know that Michael Osterholm. Does that name ring a bell? That guy. So he was on Rogan's podcast 2 years ago, March 10th, right before COVID started, and he was one who was being like an alarmist about COVID before it was really anyone cared yet. Like the NBA didn't close just yet. So like, just keep looking over. But like
I'm listening.
So he was like the first alarmist about it, and like people weren't sure, and he was pretty damn accurate with how it was. So this is the first time he's been on the pod since then, and he was the one that was telling everyone about the like white-tailed deer in America, like have like the same numbers COVID-wise as humans, which is so crazy. Which I was just like, doesn't that show that it's way more airborne than people? You know what I mean? It's getting over there to deer.
Yeah.
Humans aren't hanging out with deer. Yeah, that's what like a friend says, and it's just like, well, it's funny. Okay, deers are hick idiots, or hunters are hick idiots, you know. But honestly, to be like real for a minute, like, how are they getting COVID? It's just all in the air, and it's just going wherever it was going the whole time. Anyways, I don't know. But like,
I don't know how anything works.
His whole thing was, he was kind of upset that people are acting like it's over now because the Omicron is lesser.
It's not over.
And he's like, well, that's how I felt. I was like, feels like it's over.
Yeah.
And
listen here, buddy.
We call the shots.
Listen here, buddy.
Not you expert in disease epidemiology and professor at wherever the fuck he was a professor at. But
Professor X, Professor Xavier.
Dude, yeah, I get my COVID info from Professor Xavier.
Well, yeah, I would get all my info from him if I could, because he can just go.
Dude, he would for
and then
sure.
he could read your mind and be like, "Oh, this expert is lying. This expert's not," and then we would know. But then people are like, "How do you know if he's not lying?" You're like, "Well, I guess that's just the chance we'll have to take."
So they have like all these cases of COVID in like people's pets and stuff. And so Rogan asked this dude so many different times because he was talking about these deer statistics and all these other animal things.
Have you fucked a deer?
Yeah, and he's like, well, is it because we're fucking them? Is it like AIDS with monkeys? No, I'm kidding. But Rogan goes, he's like, we can give it to an animal? And he's like, that's the understanding, but there's still tests on it.
Yeah.
Like the guy it's crazy because I get science and they have to do all the double-blind placebo fucking studies.
Triple macchiato.
Caramel. They have to do all that, like back and forth, and have the peer-reviewed research, and all the scientists look at it, and they all do their, do their shit on top of, I don't know, just keep doing all these studies and studies upon studies that go against this, go against that, in every angle, and sidetracked by Jordan. I'm just watching her play with stuff. She said she's sorry, but I don't feel the feeling. I don't know. So like
sidetracked by the dancing fire, the dancing flame.
Oh yeah, we got no. So what the fuck, dude? God damn it! I feel like a fucking moron.
Well, folks, we've lost it. We're gonna try to get it back. Bear with us.
Oh yeah. So he just kept asking like,
we got it.
Can we give it to animals? Can like animals give it to us? And like he asked him several times because he would go reading off these statistics and everything, the Michael Osterholm, and then Rogan's like, okay, so can we get it from pets? Can we get it from animals? And he's like, well, it's inconclusive. We got and then so that was just the answer for so many things. And I'm like,
so we don't know.
Well, then we can. Why are we even having the discussion about some stuff? We're like, oh, it's still out there.
Cody,
what was interesting though is that
have it.
Some friends of ours and people who are like, ivermectin's only dewormer for horses and not for humans, and let's everyone make a funny joke about. Trump took it, so that means it's a right-wing thing. Like, I've had monoclonal antibodies. People act like that's only right-wing shit when, like, anyone can get it.
It's not.
It's a normal thing. They actually, if you're overweight, they ask you when you have COVID, when you initially first get it, within the first 5 days, they'll ask you, you qualify for monoclonal antibodies. Do you want to?
This all sounds like something a right winger would say.
So that's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, just because I heard it connected to Trump and ivermectin connected to Trump, that means these things are only right wing. So that guy said that they're doing like 5 the double blind placebo tests where they can they're gonna find out if
every blind person
they're gonna find out how good or how effective at all ivermectin may be, because there are also all these other drugs that mimic ivermectin, the one that like Rogan took and other people have taken. They have all these other drugs that mimic it that like the big pharma and stuff are selling when ivermectin is like free. It's so cheap. So like that's another thing where conspiracy theorists are like, well, why are they charging a bunch of money? And it's basically what this is. And then they're shaming this all over the media. And so that's just, they're doing the test to see how good it works or whatever.
So it sounds to me,
I'm interested to see
that the big pharma wants to make all the money.
I don't know if we've ever known that, but
is there any history of that even being true?
Maybe look into that. I don't know.
And the government's helping them. Well,
we just got kicked off YouTube with what we
just
talked about.
Woman in here? Just kidding. What are you eating?
Jordan, you look like one of the enemies in
is that pasta
24
with black dots on
it? Dragon fruit's not bad. Jordan, she does look like an enemy in 24 right now. 24 is they just like there's a phone call and then the show's ending with going to a commercial break. Why do they have to show you the time? It never mattered. Each episode's 24 hours.
Wait, I thought
the season's 24 hours?
Yeah,
each season's 24 hours.
So does that mean there's 24 episodes in the season? Is that like their thing?
Who knows, dude? But
help us understand.
But my God. Someone just has his daughter every other episode and he's like, get my daughter back. I'm like, how is your daughter constantly almost murdered by a terrorist? constantly in the arms of a terrorist.
Yeah, what kind of circles is your daughter running in, man?
Yeah, maybe you should look into your daughter's life.
Yeah, this is my new boyfriend.
He's like, I don't have a bomb.
I didn't know where to go with that joke. I was like, I don't feel like
Yeah.
being racist right now. So
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just gonna
I
stop.
don't feel like it either. Oh, dude, I didn't tell you there's a car accident when I was in the Tim Hortons.
There's all kind of car accidents.
I was in the Tim Hortons line
Oh, you watched
on the way
it?
to work. It was right behind me. So, like, first off, I'm sitting there, and I just thought I heard
Which Tim Hortons?
going to work. One by my work. So, like, the line sticks out into Allen Road, and so I thought the car right behind me got out of the car or something, fixed their windshield wiper, whatever the fuck, and then just slammed the door shut because it just sounded like to me a door just it just sounded like yeah, and then I was like, and then we pull up a little bit because the line's moving, and I just look back, and a car is sideways in the road, the door wide open. Some person standing, like, itching their head, and then a person's on the ground, but not, like, out cold. They're, like, sitting down. And so at first, I'm just like, oh, my God, I hope they're fucking fine.
Yeah.
Car looks fucking wrecked on the side of it. It's a big dent.
Man.
And, but then when I pulled out, they were both standing, like, talking to a cop, and it seemed like things were fine. Nothing was on fire, nothing, so. But just
That's probably the initial reaction.
the initial reaction of looking over, seeing the car and the person on the ground, I was like, someone's dead!
Yeah. Was the person sitting on the ground, did they have the same experience as Jordan did in your fender bender?
Yeah. Little fender bender, bump, bump, bump. And you got me going. I just go forward just a slight. And then the person in the same car as me, who got bumped in the front and the back, just the same as me. It was just the front. I was at fault. No one talk about it. And then the person in the passenger seat in my car just flails. My neck!
My neck.
And I was like, what? I think my neck's still sore. It was like a day later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I was in the same car accident. And I'm fine.
You were in a worse one.
My neck! Dude, I was even a worse one, and I was ready to fight, dude.
Yeah.
I got T-boned over a median and was about to kill this old man. I go, in my head, I'm about to fuck this old dude's shit up. The guy gets out of the car and he's like, Chris! And it was my grandpa.
It was my grandpa Bigumsworth.
Bigham. I was like, Grandpa Bigumsworth, I haven't seen you down there in Kentucky. And then he was like, hey, Kentucky rice. Yeah, we're going to go bet at the races this weekend. Hezbollah attacked Ukraine. What? Hezbollah, the Russian little tiny guy.
Oh, that little guy.
He's declared war on Ukraine. He's
Well, good luck to him.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it and poo it.
Ready to go?
Who wants to go to war? Not me. Not me, not
I'm ready to
me,
go.
Not me, not me, not me, not me, not me, not
You wanna go to bed, Corey? Wanna go to bed?
No.
Wanna lay down with me?
That was up very early.
Oh, my knee. Really? What are you doing, dude?